What if I told you I tried every fry on the TCNJ campus to find the best fries around? Many flex points, salty bites, and steps later, I have for you not just a review of each spot, but which fry spot will be taking the crown as TCNJ's best. Hey everyone, my name is Andre and I'm a sophomore here at TCNJ, so it's safe to say I'm pretty familiar with dining here at the campus. And with that in mind, I took two big interests of mine, both food and also a good rate/debate to see where you should be spending your points on campus or swipes as well to get your cut up potato fixings. And with that being said, let's dive into our first spot. We began at the old reliable, just a walk down the stairs for me since I literally live here. It's Eickhoff Hall. But yeah, for just a dining hall swipe or $9.80 in flex points, you're able to check out the C Street Grill inside. And from my own experience, there's always fries available, and the big perk of Ike is that once you're in, it's all you can eat. So that's definitely a big factor when it comes into rating for me here. There's also a plethora of sauces to enjoy with these if that's your thing as well. But without further ado, let me get my fries and try this out for you. One fry, everyone knows the rules. So yeah, my first thoughts, and these were pretty solid. People have their opinions of Ike, but when these things are hot to go, they're golden. But even with that in consideration, on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm feeling a nice 7.3 on these. Honestly, quite surprised Ike was cooking that day. Maybe they knew I was coming to review. And now we move on to our next part, out to the stud, to the original burger company, aka OBC. For $3.91, you can get your hands on a basket of their fries. And for the grand reveal, again, nice and fresh, seasoned well. However, compared to Ike, there's just not much for me to have these fries stand out in general. It might be ever so slightly better in taste, but I don't think it compares to the limitless portions of Ike that are possible with, again, all you can eat. They're still tasty, and of course they're still reliable, so with all these things in mind, I'm feeling a 6.8 out of 10. Still not too bad. Now for this next spot. We don't even have to leave the building, as this one I'm quite excited for, as it's the only restaurant fry spot on campus. And what I'm talking about here is Traditions, our campus's own sports bar type location. Now I think what this place emphasizes most compared to other campus spots is quality over quantity. And this is definitely the smallest portion of fries I got here, you'll see in this video, but this is just a small side that came with a burger I got. You can still get a decently big basket for $5.52 in flex points, but this is their side portion. And even for a restaurant, our wait was not long at all, around like 10 to 15 minutes max. And also, if you haven't noticed already, instead of the normal cut fries here, you're actually getting served waffle fries, which is pretty neat. So will this new shape take it to the next level? Let's find out. I was quite pleasantly surprised. These were probably the best fries I've ever had at Traditions, which is saying a lot here. And they're coated in salt and pepper. They're nice and warm, they're crunchy, and they're just so flavorful in each bite. At this point, I had no complaints other than I just wish I had more. And so, these bad boys have earned themselves a rating of an 8.1 out of 10. And yeah, so could these possibly get topped? We just have one last contender to help figure that out. For our fourth and final spot on the TCNJ campus comes one that students can get during dinner and the late night until 1 a.m., T-Dubs. The latest aside from that is Traditions at 10 p.m. most days, so T-Dubs wins by a long shot when it comes to late night cravings and late study night convenience. This time I'm joined by my awesome roommate CJ for our signature late night bite. Yeah. It's also at another hotspot on campus in the lower level of freshman residence halls Travers and Wolf, but open to all students, bringing a nice mix of all grades to dine. There's lots of options when it comes to T-Dubs, but for the fries, we're here to get them at their grill for $4.60 in flex points. Not too shabby. And the portion certainly seems worth it. And so for one last time, I took a seat, got myself mentally prepared, and this would be the one for everything. Everything's on the line here, everything's leading up to this, and so I knew when I was taking my first bite how big of a deal it was. And from the get-go, I knew that we have a winner, baby. Perfectly combining that crunch with a soft texture and feel, T-Dubs fries are not only the most versatile fries to pair with many entree options, but also the most distinct. And yes, this does make them the winner of our video here as well. And to talk about them a little more, they have a nice dusty orangey color and curly shape. And these fries look and taste like no other here on campus. So I was able to clear these beloved fries pretty easily. And for the moment you've been waiting for, the final rating. Drum roll, please. and I gave them a nice 9.5 overall. So probably a 10 on a great night with some of my favorite sauces alongside that. But yeah, so with that being said, that just about wraps up my opinion on what I think about the fries here at TCNJ and which ones are the best. But in the end, you can't really go wrong with any, as I did quite enjoy all of my experiences. So I guess it's a good sign to get fries wherever you go. Unless it's after 5 p.m. and T-Dubs is still open.